Hi guys, this is Gigi with Advent Realty Group, and I'm so excited that we are officially starting our first show here at Gigi Vegas. And basically, I want to introduce everyone that's here today, Michael Holcomb and my husband Antonio Gastelum, and we're going to be talking about Vegas, what Vegas is doing in the real estate market, how exciting it is that we have so many things going on. We are having a bunch of activity on the business side as far as businesses opening, businesses selling, etc., and as well as a lot of interesting things going on in the residential and commercial. Again, this is Gigi with Advent Realty Group, and you are watching the Gigi Vegas show. I hope you guys like it. So Tony, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started and where you're originally from.
Originally, I'm from California. We've been in Las Vegas since 1994. We've got into real estate in 2009. At the time when, a lot of people said, it's a bad time, but I thought it was a great time. It was a good learning experience to go through those times and be able to assist and help a lot of people now because of that knowledge.
Right on. And what made you go into real estate?
Well, I wanted to do my own business. I wanted to have my own thing. Got tired of working for the man and, being on a clock, and just wanted to do my own thing without having to have the restrictions of a job and a clock and being there on time and all that kind of stuff. But now I have to do it for myself. Now I have to be earlier and later, but it's our own thing.
And Michael, tell us about you and what led you into the business brokerage and how long you've been in Vegas.
Yeah, well, I've been in Vegas since 2001. I had thought about being a business broker for many years. I had spent time in the casino industry. I was a director of analytics in one of the casinos, and I'm not the type of person that would kind of show around a house and show someone the master bedroom. I love talking numbers. I love digging through balance sheets and income statements, and so that's why I went into business brokerage, because I'm really into helping business owners, help new people become business owners, and just seeing what I can do in the business community.
That's just a lot more interesting, looking at balance sheets.
Oh, I love it.
I know, me too. I get so excited when I see that too. But I'm just, that's just me. Anyhow, I know that I'm looking at the stats from last year's, and I get super excited just looking at how much growth there has been in the business brokerage. In 2017, there was a 27% increase from 2016. Which is an eye-opener, because that has, I want to say, a lot to do with what President Trump has put in place for the pro-business agenda, the tax reforms, their deregulation, and the infrastructure spending. So that has enabled a lot of new business owners to do a lot more business here in Vegas. Plus, we're a tax-friendly state. What do you think about that?
Well, I think what you said, everything is true. The thing about with the regulatory environment in Nevada, people can start a business. It isn't like California where you're getting taxed to death and you don't know the different regulations that are going to impact you. But also, there's a lot of confidence right now. When you have confidence, people are willing to start businesses and go forward.
Right.
The other thing that you're looking at, though, particularly in Las Vegas, is that there's more business brokers than there were before. So now you have more people trying to help other people get into business, and so that's growing as well. So when you're looking at Nevada, you have more business brokers out there trying to move businesses. You also have people able to start a business, able to get in on the ground floor. They have the confidence. Hopefully they have enough money to keep it going, to get through those first couple months and couple years, the rough patch. But yeah, there's a lot right now that you can do in the business world, and Nevada, Las Vegas in particular, is perfect to do that, because you're not sitting there worrying about regulations. You can go, you can get your business license. The people in Clark County, the offices, will actually sit and help you get your business license. So it's a little different than in California, where you're wondering what is going to come next.
Right, and I see that a lot. Talking about California, I see a lot of businesses relocating to Vegas, to Nevada, for a lot of reasons. Not only is the housing more affordable, but also it's more friendly for their business, tax friendly. So tell us a little bit about that. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, well absolutely. So think of it like this. As you guys are seeing people move from California, they're listing their house. So when they list their house in California and they move to Las Vegas, what ends up happening is they sell a house for $600,000, they're buying a house in Vegas for $300,000, and now they also have money to invest in a business. So you get to hit all 3 points at once. You get out of California, you get out of the traffic, you get out of the taxes, and you get to move to a much more friendlier state, and you get to own your dream. You get to actually start a business, and now you're responsible to yourself and to your family, and not to someone else's boss.
Not only that, everything's only about 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
So that alone is enough for me to just move out of the state. However, we're also seeing a lot of the increases in office space, which tends to point to a lot of activity in new businesses opening up and business growth. So we've seen an average of about 4% increase in the office space rents, which is an indicator that business is going very well here in Las Vegas. Talking about that activity here in Las Vegas, I do want to mention, because I saw a post on Facebook that said that there's less tourism here in Las Vegas, and I want to just let you guys know that McCarran Airport pointed out that it's been having an increase year over year of passengers on board, and I believe 2007 it had 47.7 million passengers. Well, in 2017 it had 48.5, and the reports say that in January it had an increase of 4%, and in February it had 4% in February, and in March the reports rolled out at 2% increase. So we are having a lot of more increase in passengers. A lot of people are coming to Las Vegas. They're visiting this town. A lot of excitement is going on, and we just can't wait till the Raiders stadium goes up, and then you have the baseball. You have all kinds of things going on in Vegas, and so this is a fun and exciting city. I've never been so much more in love with my city than now. I think it's in a really good moment right now. It's a really good timing for Vegas, and all the investors are seeing that. So what do you suggest for a business owner? What would you recommend for them to actually, if they're thinking of starting their business? Should they buy a business, or should they start their own business?
Well, the answer to that, of course, is always, it depends. Now, as a business broker, I would ask you to buy a business. It's much better that way. When you're buying a business, you want to look for businesses that are going concern. They're doing well. They have strong financials. And it's a business that you want to get into, right? When you have a business that's already going, you can check out how much they're paying for rent, what they're doing, how their business model runs, and you know that you're starting with a customer base. When you start a business on your own for the first time, you don't know if the customer base is going to be there. You don't know if you're necessarily getting the best terms. So it's one of those things to think about. When you're starting new, do you have a fresh concept, or do you want to buy a proven concept and kind of roll into it, help you learn from your mistakes? Because the hardest time is going to be those first few months. When you start that business, you may not have enough money to make a mistake. Whereas if you buy another business, you might be able to get terms. You may be able to buy it with only half the money up front, and then you can pay some of the money over time. So by doing that, it's going to put you in a better situation, that you're not going to be cash strapped, you're going to have flexibility, and you're going to have time to make a mistake. There's a business right around the corner from our house called Wingzilla, and it's a wing place, pizza and wings. We never even got to see it. We didn't get to try it. It couldn't have been there more than a month or two. And the problem with that is they probably didn't have enough cash to get going. right? And so those are the things you need to make sure that you have enough cash, you have a strong plan in place, and those are what we always recommend to people when you're first starting out your business. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Can you weather the storm?
Talking about that, being prepared, that is the reason why we have here Michael with us. He's going to be part of our segments, and if he's going to be teaching us about how to maintain the business, how to plan an exit strategy for your business. So stay tuned, guys. Say thank you, Michael Holcomb, for joining our segment today.
Thank you.